Okay, Shannon, can you see a plan for the Giants?
I do. I really do, Jenny. It's called failure. That's the plan that I see on the horizon for the Giants. And when I wish he would stop saying the New York Football Giants, it's the New York Giants.
That's what they say in New York.
I don't
Trust
care.
me. Trust me. That's what they all say.
That's what fans say.
You know, I worked with a lot of Giants fans at ESPN, and that's all they say.
That's what
New
they
York
say.
Football Giants.
But he shouldn't be saying that unless he's a fan. But he's making decisions like he's a fan.
He sounds like he's a New York fan, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. He said they made him an offer that they couldn't refuse. Skip, he make it seem they got 2 first-rounder, 2 twos, and a 3rd rounder for Odell. Dude, you got a 1st and a 3rd. Roy Williams went for 2 ones.
I told you, Jabril Peppers can play. He's going to make some Pro Bowls for the New York Football Giants.
Yep, and then hold on. You didn't hear the rest of the interview. He said we're going to bring Jabril Peppers along slowly. For what?
I don't know.
He's in his 3rd year. Oh, you going to bring him along slowly because of that mistake of you letting Landon Collins go? But that's not what we want to talk about, Skip Bailey. We wanted to, because he pointed out Eli.
Oh, yes, he did.
This notion that Eli Manning is overpaid and washed up is a crop. If you believe, see, he and Giants management, I think the fans realize what Eli is. They keep trying to recreate, Skip, these 2 magical playoff runs. Now, it's been a decade since Eli had that magical playoff run that culminated and ended in the house that Peyton built when he took down Tom Brady again. Now, it's been almost a decade, Skip Bayless.
Yep.
Since then, they have yet to win the division. Since then, they have yet to win a playoff game. But I'm supposed to believe that after watching him over the last 8, 9 years, he's going to recreate this magic. Dave Gettleman, you full of caca if you believe Eli Manning is going to take you where you need to go. If I'm Saquon Barkley, I'm looking at him twisted. Because guess what that means, Skip? They about to put 400 touches on this young man. He had, 80 catches last year? Oh, he going to get 100, along with 300-plus carries. That's all they got.
Yep.
I get it. You signed Golden Tate. Golden Tate is not the deep threat Odell. Eli couldn't get him the ball anyway, so it might work well. Odell might look better in the Giant uniform because he couldn't get Odell the ball anyway. And people are like, look at all those catches Odell making. Odell making those catches out of necessity. You see how Eli be throwing the ball? Odell put on the show in pregame, Skip. He just showing off. But when he does that in the game, he has to make catches like that because Eli throwing those wobblers in behind him in between his legs. How else he going to catch the ball? Dave Gettleman need to stop with this foolishness. Eli Manning is not going to take you anywhere because why hasn't he in the last 9 years, Skip? This is what we know. Now, we can get into all this, well, Eli isn't overpaid, or we can get into this where his place is in history. But this is what we do know for fact. Not conjecture, not innuendo, not speculation. Since Eli Manning last won a playoff game, which was the Super Bowl, 2 head coaches and the general managers have lost their job. That's fact.
Yep.
Now, Dave Gettleman, you can come up here all you want to and talk about Eli's not overpaid. We got a plan. They made us an offer we can't refuse. But Eli Manning has cost 2 head coaches and a general manager their jobs.
True.
And guess what? Play him, keep playing him. And he's going to cost you yours, too.
Okay, I hear everything you just said, and I will agree there appears to be no plan, especially at the most important position, quarterback. I don't know where they're heading there. I don't know what's the exit strategy from Eli, because I can't see one.
No.
Is it Josh Rosen? Do you go get Josh Rosen? Is that it?
But that's the thing, Skip.
Because there have been reports that they're shying away from Dwayne Haskins at 6.
Right.
So no Dwayne Haskins, and what? What are you going to do?
If you don't have a plan at that position, all the rest of your plans are futile.
Okay, I would agree with that. So I must say, I did like what Dave Gettleman said yesterday to the New York media, the toughest media to deal with. I liked the way he laid it on the table. And remember, Dave Gettleman helped build the Carolina Panthers into a Super Bowl team. You have to give him, he helped get them to a Super Bowl, right? So he just lays it out for them by saying, so at the end of the day, you have to say Gettleman is out of his mind, or he knows what he's talking about when he evaluates players, because that's what it's going to come down to. That's sink or swim for this guy. That's fire or keep this guy, right? Because you'll see by the end of next year how the plan is manifesting itself or not.
Okay.
And yet, he makes an interesting point about Eli, and I'm not an Eli fan. I despise what he got away with in the 2 games against Brady, especially
What'd he
the
get
first
away
game.
with?
The luckiest pass in the history of the Super Bowl, but I won't go there today. But the point is that he says we were 13-3 the first year I took over. We were 5-11 last year, and 12 of those games were a touchdown or less. That is a true statement. So
who was 13-3?
3-13.
Oh, okay.
3-13 the first year.
Okay.
But then 5-11, and they had 12 winnable games that they did not win.
Everybody can say
okay,
that.
I got it. But sometimes you're just getting blown out, and you're just a nightmare. You're just hapless, hopeless. But in this case, if you look at the second half of the year, Eli, and I'm just telling you the truth, he was pretty good over the second half of the year. And I watched this game because I think it was it Monday night? I think it was, or Sunday. Maybe it's, Monday night at San Francisco. Eli was really good in the fourth quarter of that game, and San Francisco was pretty good last year, and the Giants won that game 27-23, and Eli threw 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. And then they beat Tampa Bay at home. They lost at Philly 25-23, which was pretty good. Then they came home and beat the Bears. They beat the Bears pretty soundly, 30-23, and Eli, again, was pretty good in that game. Then they won at Washington big, 40-16, and then they lost their last 3. They lost badly to the Titans. They lost to the Colts by 1 point, and Dallas, remember that last game shootout? It was just crazy. Dallas didn't even need the game, but it was 36-35. So my point is, if you look at Eli's body of work over the last 8 games, it's decent. It's not awful. It was decent, just for the record. So what he's saying is, we're not paying him that much. He's going to be tied for 12th in salary next year.
Yeah.
So is he kind of a bargain?
Oh,
for
yeah.
What?
When you look at what some of the quarterbacks won that's not as accomplished as Eli.
Right.
Okay, but my thing is, Skip, forget if he's overpaid or underpaid. The fact of the matter is that's your quarterback, and you're saying we can win Super Bowls with him at the helm.
Because they can't. They might be able to get through and be respectable next year with him, but then what? I don't know what.
And see, a lot of that stuff with Eli, he dumping it down to Saquon.
Okay.
Saquon juking 18 people,
Okay.
breaking 15 tackles, and Eli got a 30-yard completion.
But remember, he just screamed to you addition by subtraction on Odell.
Okay.
And it was his choice or somebody's choice in that organization to pay Odell, and then it was probably Gettleman's choice to say, we can't win with this guy.
No, it was the same people that said pay him was the same people that said get rid of him.
Okay.
You know with that kind of money, Skip, and you trade that guy because he's the face. For better or for worse, he was the face of your franchise.
He was. I agree.
And they didn't like the face that was being put on their franchise.
They did not.
So you know how they, Skip. John Mara's dad, Mr. Mara, Wellington Mara, old school. That's not what they want.
No. Which is why I was shocked they gave him that much money to start with.
Unless, now you can wreak havoc and wreak hell like one guy, they going to keep you. That was LT.
I know.
Because the stuff that LT was doing compared to what Odell Beckham,
I agree.
he a saint.
Gettleman said, over time, you'll see. Trust me. Trust me on the matter.
Yeah, I would see he gonna be an analyst for us in about 2 years. He'll be sitting right there. He's gonna be sitting right there.
Yep.
I don't know if that's in the master plan.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be sitting right there.
Okay, well,
All I
trust
know
me.
is I need 2 W's next year against the New York Giants, and I got them. Thank you very much.
Eli the quarterback, you got him.
I got him.
So I'm telling you, don't ask me, do I want him to do? I'm not betting on the Giants, so I don't care. So don't ask.
2 wins against the Giants, 2 against Washington, 2 against Philly, and walk it to them.
No,
right?
no.
I got
You get swept.
that would be 6-0. I think we're in a good spot.
The Eagles will sweep you next year.
What, right now?
No, I got to make sure he's healthy. I got to make sure he's healthy. If he's healthy, oh yeah, y'all getting swept.
Can't jump
Swept.
to it
I
yet.
can't wait for this.
Swept.
You're already feeling good.
I can taste the dew already.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay, I can tell you that these guys are fired up for this next topic. Skip and Shannon will give their all-time NBA starting fives. Interesting. That's next.
Your guy might not be on.